Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dig into the documents that companies don't exactly shout from the rooftops. Today, we're diving into a report from Biosciences, and let's just say their future plans might be a bit more complex than they seem at first glance. Think of it like planning a road trip without checking the gas tank first. If you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where you can discuss these topics with other enthusiasts. Biosciences entered into an agreement with some investment firms for a public offering, which is basically like selling new shares to raise money. This happened in May of 2025. They sold shares of their common stock and also some special warrants that allow investors to buy even more shares later on. It's like a buy one, get one half off. The company offered 11.7 million regular shares of stock. Some investors got something called pre-funded warrants for about 3.6 million more shares, and they also issued warrants that let people buy another 3.8 million shares. This can dilute the value of existing shares because it increases the total number of shares available. Each share of common stock was sold with a warrant for 4.90 cents. The pre-funded warrants were sold at almost the same price, 4.8999. It was basically a package deal. These pre-funded warrants can be used right away and anytime going forward, but there's a limit. No one can use these warrants to own more than 9.99% of the company's stock right after they use the warrant. They can ask to raise that limit, but it takes 61 days notice. The regular warrants also have a limit and can be used at any time in the next 5 years. Same 9.29% ownership rule applies with the option to raise it after notice. These warrants also have some special rights if the company gets bought out. If that happens, the warrant holders get paid an amount based on a formula, the Black Soul's value, for the warrants they haven't used yet. After taking out fees, Biosciences made about $69 testing treatments for different eye cancers and bladder cancer. They also intend to use the money for general needs. The company believes that this money, along with what they already have, should be enough to pay for their expenses until the first half of 2027, so about 2 years of runway. There are some standard legal promises included in the agreement. These protect the investment firms in case there are any problems with the information provided by the company. The company updated its corporate presentation for meetings with investors, which means there's been some changes on how they plan to present themselves, and it includes a forward-looking statement. Aura warns that anything they say about the future might not actually happen. These are called forward-looking statements because things can change. They use words like expecting about the future, which is never a sure thing. Things that could go wrong include problems with clinical trials, not getting approval from regulators, and running out of money, among other things. They point you to their annual and quarterly reports for a more complete list of what could cause problems, and they don't promise to update these forward-looking statements, even if things change. So what's the story here? Biosciences is betting big on its cancer treatments, and they needed a cash infusion to keep the lights on. Raising nearly $70 million is no small feat, but it also comes with risks. They are hoping all this money is worth it. From a broad view, it seems that Biosciences is in a tough spot. They need cash to keep their research going, but that means selling more stock, which can hurt the value of existing shares. This creates a constant need to raise more money in order to meet their goals. Their success hinges on their clinical trials panning out. If the trials fail, the stock may tank. Alright, that's our breakdown of Biosciences' latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.